Today we are going to make homemade ketchup. You may say, why? We can buy it in a bottle in the store. Of course you can, but not as good as this, because we're going to show you how to make the real thing, the real ketchup. And of course you could change it a little bit, add it up your own way. I'm Chef Don McMillan, and I've spent almost a lifetime traveling, cooking, and enjoying it. A lot of the time, my time was on ships at sea. And when you're at sea, sometimes we were at sea over a month, you're gonna run out of ketchup. What are you gonna do? You're gonna make your own. So we had to learn all these wonderful ingredients and recipes. And now I'm gonna show you. So stick around to the end of the video because we got lots of information to share. Definitely you wanna click the like button. You wanna definitely subscribe. And put some comments below. Maybe you've made some ketchup, maybe you made some other sauces. Because you know, ketchup goes way back. It's been around for centuries, okay, if not a millennium, because it is an ingredient that is used to flavor so many different things. And I know, you know, what would be French fries without ketchup, especially here in America, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What I'm gonna do is I have my saucepan, and I'm gonna add a variety of different ingredients in there. Of course, there'll be some water, and I've got honey. You can use some agave syrup if you like, okay? But you do need some sweetness, and it has to be this type of a liquid sweetness. It can't be just sugar. So honey, agave syrup would be good. If you want, you could add maybe some molasses. It'll be a little darker, but you could do that as well, or maybe just some syrup, all right? And then we are gonna add sugar, though. We will put that in there, as well as some salt. And I have some garlic powder and onion powder. So not salt, but garlic powder and onion powder. That's going to give us just a little bit of flavoring that we need. And let's go ahead and just stir that in there. Turn our fire on, because we are going to heat it up, but don't boil it. We're going to just simmer it. And it's going to have to simmer for about 20 minutes. So now I have here tomato paste. This is a whole can of tomato paste, which is about 6 ounces, okay? So tomato paste is, of course, thick, and that will make your viscosity of your ketchup thick as well. Stir that in there. And then we got a little bit of vinegar, and let's put that in there as well. Now I've got my whisk, and we're going to mix it all together. And as it cooks, the flavors will blend, and it'll be a nice viscosity where you can pour it. So ketchup, as I mentioned, around the world has different types of flavors. I know some have ingredients like soy sauce, or maybe in some countries even fish sauce. So those are different ways that they can flavor it. Worcestershire is another sauce that's occasionally put into different ketchups. But making your own is really a way to create a flavor that you like. The acid from the vinegar actually plays off on the sweetness that is in the tomatoes, as well as the vinegar and the acid from the salt too. Now it's starting to cook up. This way you got to turn it down just to a simmer. And we're going to put it on the back burner. We're going to let it cook for about 20 minutes, and then we'll get right back to you. Okay, there it is. It's about 20 minutes. We simmered it. It thickened up just to the right viscosity, and this is our ketchup. So let's go ahead, place it into our serving bowl. So, as I mentioned before, ketchup is kind of like a universal condiment. And I remember when I was in Indonesia, it actually had like anchovies, and there's like an anchovy liquid that they make from dried anchovies, which, by the way, is the oldest known form of salt. So we season our food differently around the world, but that's the wonderful thing about doing all these wonderful cooking videos, because we learn so much from all the different cultures And then sometimes we even mix them up, and so that makes it even better tasting. So this is our version of tomato ketchup. It is so good. It's so rich. It's delicious. It's going to go with some of those hamburgers because we've got some kicked up hamburger recipes and videos coming up very soon. So you got to check in all of that, okay? And also, hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. And please share. Let us, share us with your family, your friends, because we are really cooking it up. And by the way, hook us up with Patreon, because when you get on our Patreon, we're going to give you exclusive content. We're going to give you behind the scenes acting. We're also going to let you see the videos before anybody else does without any ads. Okay? I'm just going to put my little carrot flour in there, a little bit of greenery, and there it is. Homemade ketchup. Absolutely simple and delicious.